think. Boom. All right. We should be live. We'll do an official intro here in a second. Just gonna make sure chat and everything like that's set up. I think Isaac's in the chat, so hopefully,
Okay.
he can stick around.
Okay.
Isaac does say that David Canales is an easy yes, so we'll see. Think. Also, by the way, I didn't. I know.
We
It's
should be live.
oh,
We'll do an
sorry.
official intro here in a second. Just gonna make
I
sure
had
chat
my
and everything like that set.
sorry, my thing I had the stream open another tab and just starts saying stuff.
Lagging out.
Yeah. Um. Also, I didn't explain to you before, but I did send the tiers though. I basically thought 4 tiers would be good, even though we could do more. But like S tier obviously means like the pristine coaches we want to date our mothers.
It's the best of the best. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you can't hear Isaac. Okay, cool, nice. Yes. Hi, Isaac. So yeah, S tier is like heck yeah, yes is yes, no, no, and then like heck no. Do we want to add like a indifferent slash don't care tier? That honestly,
Sure, yeah, like the in between.
yeah, because I feel like there might, now that I think about it, there might be some coaches to where it's just like I don't really care. Like sure, but also I'm not really too caught up on it. Heck yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, are we ready to get started? Like with the intro and
I
everything?
am.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's do it. Three, two, one. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Football for Fun. I am Depressed the Texans fan.
I'm Devin, the Buccaneers fan. I don't have a nickname yet, so if you guys come up with a nickname for me, let me know.
I mean, you've been Devin the downtrodden fan or something like that. I think you tried that sort of shtick. I'm not exactly sure if you were gonna stick with it, and obviously, but yeah, it is good to have you. Today, normally we would be doing a normal football for fun episode with Isaac, but due to travel, Isaac will not be able to join us today. We will have another episode this week, later this week, so don't worry about that. But today we have a bonus episode. We've done this in the past where, quarterbacks we'd let date our daughters. We reacted to a video earlier, Isaac and I did, where we talked about, wide receivers that, this guy would theoretically let date his daughter. And now we're going to be doing a concept that I think we invented. I'm not sure. Maybe there's something out there, but NFL head coaches, we would let date our mother. Now, full transparency, my mom is happily married. I'm pretty sure yours is as well. So this is
It is very as well.
yes, I think mine is happily married like 20. I think it's been 25 years at this point.
Mine's 22 years, yeah.
Yeah, actually it's
So
probably
this
close.
is for entertainment purposes only, guys.
It is only
Entertainment.
entertainment. Like hypothetically, something happened to my dad, and for some reason, my mom decides to go back to the dating scene. Hopefully, they don't watch this, but if y'all do, hi mom, hi dad. Um, yeah. So this is just. We just thought mothers would be more appropriate than daughters because honestly, I wouldn't really want my daughter dating any of these guys. Same with like my sister, it'd just be like weird. Like my sister dating
Agreed.
50-year-old like Kevin Stefanski, Kyle Shanahan, something like that. It just seemed a little bit off. So, with that said, the way we're gonna do this is Devin has the list. He's just gonna start naming coaches, and then all sort of like just like put them on the tier list, and then uh, I think Devin's done some research himself, and he has some opinions on a couple coaches. But for the most part, I'll probably just be leading the discussion and making my opinion known. But also, Devin could be wise counsel. Like maybe I think that a coach has a certain issue, and Devin could be like, "Well, is it really?" So, with that said, I think are we ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Our first coach is Jonathan Gannon of the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes, Jonathan Gannon. Oh, Jonathan Gannon. Okay, so yeah, I do know this guy. Honestly, like, okay, so the thing about Jonathan Gannon is the first impression of him is a little cringe. Like, I'm not exactly sure if you may have not seen the videos if you're not that into football, that being Devin, but also, they did go pretty viral where, like, the way he greeted players when, he was first introduced as the head coach of the Cardinals was very cringe. Like, he had some weird dap with one of his players where he's like, yeah, pew pew, or something like that, which was just very weird. Really, like, besides that, he seems okay. Like, I guess it really depends. Like, does a cringe first impression put him to a no, or do I really not care? What do you think?
I think it shouldn't matter too much. Like,
Sure.
I mean, I'm cringe in my own ways. I think we're all cringe in our own ways. And I don't. If he hasn't done anything like objectively wrong, I
No,
feel like
and
there's no reason that we put him
I think, yeah, and I
in the
think that,
don't care.
yeah, I think the thing is that he's been pretty good otherwise. Like, I think outside of that, that kind of cringe, opening thing, you don't really hear much about him and things like that. But, honestly, I don't really care. He hasn't necessarily shown me much to show he's some, like, outstanding moral citizen or anything like that. But also, I couldn't really care less.
I agree. Yeah, don't care seems just about perfect for me.
Yep. All right, who you got next?
Next on our list is yeah, we have to focus on Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris. Um, that's a little tough. He is another one. I have been watching the quarterback Netflix documentary where he is sometimes featured because he is Kirk Cousins' head coach, or I get, yeah, he still is technically. He seemed fine, honestly. Like, I feel like there's something that I'm missing, but if I can't think of it, I'm honestly inclined to be like, sure. Like, I don't really have anything against him. Really, I don't care, but I do think he seems like the type of guy who would like take good care of my mother. He's like very just like he just has that like sort of what am I looking for? Like he'd protect my mother, I feel like, if that makes sense. Which honestly
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
lot of coaches should be able to do that. But I think he does. He's not necessarily known to be the greatest head coach in the NFL, but I would approve, unless I'm missing something, I would approve of Raheem Morris dating my mother.
He was on the Bucks for a while. I think yeah, he's probably a yes. That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
he's only 48. Like yeah,
Hmm.
the only thing that's a yeah. I think he's fine. He'll be
Yeah, I
fine.
think he's fine too.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Sure.
Um, Next up, we have the Baltimore Ravens head coach. We got John Harbaugh.
Mm, John Harbaugh. I mean, I think he seems pretty good. I think like, I would be inclined to maybe put him well definitely in yes, if not at least S tier. I think he's a great dad from what I've seen. He's very like smiley, warm, but also like I mean, obviously he's a good coach, so he's gonna sometimes be like tough when he needs to or whatever. But honestly, like perception wise, he seems like the ultimate guy. And I know you have a strong opinion about how about his brother, which is gonna be coming up, but I think that John Harbaugh is absolutely yes, if not even S tier.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Either one would probably be fine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, whichever you prefer. If you want S tier, we can do S tier. If you
Yeah,
want,
I put him in S tier. It kind of evens it out
okay,
anyway. We have one in S tier, one in yes, and one in don't care.
okay, yeah. The next up is Buffalo Bills Sean McDermott.
Sean McDermott. Um, honestly, he just strikes me as someone. He seems like a decent guy. I think he is. He's obviously now, his coaching abilities can be a little bit controversial because he does have Josh Allen, but I do think he's a really good coach. Honestly, he strikes me as someone I don't really care. Um,
I agree.
yeah, there's nothing really that kind of like sticks out to me as a reason for me to say absolutely yes or absolutely no. He just seems like a pretty chill guy. I mean, obviously, well, I don't know how chill he is. He is a head coach, so being a head coach is very hard, but he does kind of strike me as someone who just like I just feel like I mean sure if you want to go out with my mother you can do that. I mean he's rocking in this picture I have, he's rocking the bald face, which or the bald head, which is I think is something I think is attractive to mother age women, but nah, I mean I think I don't care, but I'd also be fine with it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with either way. Either don't care or yes.
Yeah, he might be, I mean, Honestly, yeah, not the more I talked myself into it, I think he's a pretty the thing. I guess the thing that maybe deters me is he doesn't really have much of a personality, if that makes sense. So I think he has a lot of attributes to where I would be like yes, to where like he's gonna be protective, he's gonna be, just like straight up, no BS, things like that. But also he doesn't exactly strike me as someone who's gonna like, I don't know, make my mom laugh all the time, like if they're out or something like that. So I think that kind of balances out. He'd probably be okay, but I'd probably just like say like don't care, but would lean more yes than no.
Yeah, I think yes, still don't care works.
Yeah, yeah, I put him in don't care.
Now the next one, as much as I hate to do this, we got Dave Canales of the Carolina Panthers, and I think we have to put him in S tier. I think Isaac's right here.
Dave Canales in S tier. I believe it's this guy. If for those watching the stream, but I don't know for sure. Let me double check.
Let's see. I have a picture of him. Let's see. Just drag who you think it is, and let me see.
Yeah, just this guy who I think I'll show on the stream in a second.
Yeah, yeah, that's the guy.
That's him. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sure looks like him.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know much about him, but he is super good looking, which would have to be,
Sounds like he's a good dad.
Oh, is he? Yeah, I didn't even know he has kids, but that's cool. I mean, he has 4 kids. Oh, nice.
It says sounds like he's a Christian. Sounds like a solid guy. So
yeah, well, I think
he's also only 44.
Right. I mean, that would be pretty. Yeah, that makes sense. I think he is worthy of S tier. I'd probably agree with that.
As much as I didn't want to do it for Isaac, but I think we
Yeah,
gotta do
I
it.
think we have to be objective though.
Yep, yep. So we'll put him S tier. So we have S. We have two S's, a yes, and two don't care.
Yes, that would be correct.
And now we have someone who I think gonna be our first no.
Okay.
We got Ben Johnson of the Chicago Bears.
Now, why do you think he's a no?
I mean, I just saw the picture of him and I'm like, oh no.
um. Oh, the picture of him, Ben Johnson. The picture I have isn't that bad. I wonder. Yeah, I will say like he is a little concerning. Uh, there are concerns. He's decently good looking. I don't know about your mother. My mother is like about to be 50 and Ben Johnson's 39. So there would be a little bit of an age gap, which could be weird. The thing about Ben Johnson that concerns me, like kind of on a football/football story note sort of basis, is that
he coaches the Bears.
Well, he does coach the Bears. That is one. Once he joined the Bears, he got into the spat with Matt LaFleur, or was it Dan Campbell? He got into a spat with someone about like. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't want to bear false accusations on Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson. It had the F word in it, which is also concerning. Well, maybe not.
He does have 3 kids according to Wikipedia.
He does. You know what? I think it might have been a coach. Not a coach. Ben Johnson's explicit exchange with Lionstar after joining Bears. Let's see. Remember, this is my potential stepdad if things go well. I do need to investigate this. The Bears score a major offseason win, yada yada yada. Let's see. It says, hold on. Yeah, why can't the article just go straight to it? Amon-Ra, who is the Lions wide receiver, who has been, whom Ben Johnson was the former offensive coordinator. Amon-Ra told Ben Johnson the Lions are gonna F him up 2 times a year. Ben Johnson replied, "I'm gonna F you up." So there's that. Now you could argue, that you could argue Amon-Ra instigated it, but as a potential, like, son,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't really want that. Plus, he's younger than my mom. Plus, he coaches the Bears, and plus, he like he handled his previous job interviews like pretty weirdly. Like, there was a story that like he was gonna interview with the Commanders for their job, and like the Commanders were going to him, so they're going to like Ben Johnson to sort of interview him. And while they were on the way, like on the plane, Ben said, "I'm not coaching them, or I'm not coaching you guys," which is like
Yeah,
which I mean, if
that's
you
pretty
think
bad.
about it, like just about any job interview, like in like the corporate world, would be the other way, where the candidate is going to the is going to the employer. But in this case, it was the other way around. And while they're on the way, Ben Johnson's like, I don't really feel like it. So I don't know about a heck no, but I think he's a pretty solid
No.
no. Just like I think he has some upside. Sounds like he's a dad, a pretty decent dad. He's young, which I guess would help, but seems like he's a pretty solid no.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a no for me.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Zach Taylor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Zach Taylor. Um, there's, I guess I really don't care.
Yeah.
He might be one to where I don't care, just leaning no, and not because he did something. I just have a weird vibe around about him. It's just like I think he's also a little younger, which I guess is fine. He's probably, if I had to guess before looking at it, he's
He's
probably like
42.
okay, I was gonna guess 43. So
Yeah.
he's on the younger side. I think. But honestly, I really don't care. Like, sure, you can go out with my mom. Just have her own by 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. Exactly. I
Yep.
don't care. Okay. You got him as don't care.
Yes.
Next up would be the Browns. Kevin Stefanski. I think I'm
Ke-
saying that right.
yeah,
Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski.
Stefanski.
Yeah, I would be inclined. Seems like he's a really, I'm pretty sure he seems like a really chill guy. I'm pretty sure he's married and has kids and everything like that. He is definitely that he definitely has that alpha presence to where I feel like he would be able to protect my mom and things like that. I don't know if I would put him in S tier, but I think he's a pretty solid yes, unless you have an objection.
Yeah, he has two sons and a daughter. He's a Catholic. So let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yes is fine with me. I don't
Yep.
see anything wrong with him.
Yep. Indeed.
I also don't know anything about this guy. This Dallas Cowboys coach Brian
Oh,
Schottenheimer.
Brian Schottenheimer. I do not know anything about him myself. He is the son of Los Angeles Chargers, I guess back then San Diego Chargers coach, Marty Schottenheimer, who was a pretty good coach. I don't even know like on this one. I think it's this guy. If you're like watching and doing the, or no, it may not be this guy. It might be it's not that guy. I think it is. No, you know what? I think this is Schottenheimer, right? Does he have a beard, like kind of some facial hair?
One sec, let's see. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
that's
think that's
him.
probably him.
Yeah,
Let me see. Looks like that.
I think the other guy who's like next to him is like, oh gosh, I don't know who that is. So, oh, that's the Titans coach, isn't it? I think this is Brian Schottenheimer.
Okay.
Facial hair, yeah, that seems to look like him. Honestly, yeah, I don't care. Like, I
This is more of a no for me, I think.
oh really Schottenheimer?
Yeah.
And why is
He
that?
doesn't have I don't see anything about him having kids or anything about that, which isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I
How about
wonder.
how good of a- And he's also the Cowboys coach, so like,
He is 51, so he does have he would be about my mother's age. Honestly, I thought he was a little younger. He's the son of Marty Schottenheimer. Yeah, he does not like under his personal life thing on Wikipedia, it doesn't say anything. I
yeah,
mean, he's
doesn't say anything about him having kids.
I
The only
wonder
thing
why
it
that's the
says,
case. Doesn't even say he's married.
either he's yeah. So I'm leaning towards no.
Is Brian Shot Now I'm actually curious about his personal life. Like, are you married? And so why not? Oh, he does have a son. Schottenheimer and his wife Jimmy have a son Sutton and a daughter Savannah. And this is on the Dallas Cowboys website. So I
Okay.
guess so. He does have kids. He has two kids and a wife. You know, and he's about my mother's age. So honestly, like I would see what you're saying if why is Ben
Yeah, I
Johnson
can
a
see it.
no? I don't know if you hear us, Isaac, but basically Ben Johnson's a no because well, one, he coaches the Bears. Two, he's way younger than my mother. Three, he had the kind of spat with Amon-Ra St. Brown where he said, I'm gonna F you up too. Uh and then also, okay, I'll answer. He coaches the Bears. He is way younger than my mom. Yes, that is Raheem. But about Ben, he had a spat with Amon Ra and flaked on the Commanders. He was brave enough to take the Bears job instead of another, even though he could have had half the jobs in the league. Well, but it's the Bears, so
That's
that's a red
bravery.
flag. I would
That's
say
bravery.
yeah. So Brian Schottenheimer, I honestly don't really care. But I was gonna say like if he
Yeah.
didn't have kids, I could see how that's concerning. But seems like if anything, he's
Yeah.
actually like doing a good job of like keeping his private life, off Wikipedia. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, don't care. Don't care
yeah, I
either
don't
way.
care
So,
either.
yeah, don't care. Next up, though, we have another kind of controversial one, I guess. This is Sean Payton, and I'm leaning towards no. Not heck no. Just no.
Who hasn't had a spat with Amon Ra though? Just name literally anyone else as the best wide receiver in the league, and bro will have beef with you. Okay, but I don't know. He used the F word, and I don't see other coaches, using the F word, when talking about
I
a
mean,
former receiver or something like that. But I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm out. Bye. I'll see you, Isaac. Um, well, he's gonna miss where we put Sean Payton. Um,
he is. I say we do put him in S tier just to support it.
right, totally. Where is he? Put him in S tier just to mess with him. He might still be watching. Um, but no, on a serious note, I'm fine with no. I'm fine with heck no. I
Yeah.
think like he's done some scummy things with like Bounty Gate and things like that. But also, I guess you just watched the movie, right? You were telling me
Yeah.
before about like a movie you watched. Did you glean any insights from that?
Well, it's fictional, but
Yeah.
it's based around the idea of Sean Payton.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, I think it's just a no. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think I'd put him at heck no, but that's because the next person I'm putting in heck no.
And who is that?
Dan Campbell.
Okay. Why? State your case.
He's Dan Campbell and he coaches the Lions and yeah, I don't know.
Ah.
Lions.
I think we see I think we're polar opposites here. I would be inclined. Now I can understand if he's like I can understand like he's a little bit like, like a caveman and maybe that might turn you off, but I think he's honestly like I think he's S tier material.
Really?
Yeah, I think like he just like he cares so much about his players, and like there are like interviews of him like getting emotional, or I guess there's really one that I'm thinking of, like when like the Lions had like a 1-win team and just like he got emotional about like how hard the guys played and things like that. And he does come across as like Dan Campbell, caveman, bite kneecaps, things like that. But I think the truth of the matter is he is someone I would love to date my mother. Um, I mean, we could like compromise, put him in, yes if we want, but I like, I understand that where the perception's at, but I would love for him to go out with my mother, hypothetically.
I'll trust you here because you know more about football than I do. So I'll
Yeah,
trust you on this.
I'll put him in. Well, let's do this. We'll put Dan Campbell. I'd say we reserve S tier, so we'll put him in yes, but then we'll put Sean Payton in heck no, so it's not too crowded.
Yeah, deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. So
Yep.
next up, we would have the Packers, Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur. Uh, something's a little bit weird. Something's a little bit off when I think about him, even though he seems totally fine. Like he seems chill. Um, like, uh, I really don't care. Is there? Do you have any information about his family life? Yeah.
He's married to Brienne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
45. He'd be
he
a little
was.
younger, but that's fine. I mean, he's pretty good looking.
He was.
God,
He was an assistant coach for the Houston Texans. Is that
that is right. Yeah.
they had a nickname? Do you know what their nickname was?
Oh, who's they?
Robert Sala.
Solid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Oh,
interesting nickname. But
oh. I don't know. What was the nickname?
I'm just I'm gonna send it on Discord. I'm just gonna copy paste it.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, so I gotta copy it. I don't know
Uh,
if I want to say this word. It's not like that bad. I just don't know if I want to say it on stream.
I got you.
Oh, there you
Did you
go.
send it on
There you
Discord? That's funny.
go.
Yeah. Well, you won't
Yeah, I
say it. So
don't care.
I'll say it. They apparently call each other piss boys. Like I don't know like why even, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
swear,
really. It's a
I don't
it's
care.
a fun nickname. I don't really care about that necessarily. I don't like.
Yeah,
See, I think Matt LaFleur has like probably from the outward has mostly good qualities, but also something just seems off. I don't know what. So honestly, I don't really care. I gotta be honest. If that's
I'm in. I'm in. Don't care. Yeah.
yeah, I really don't care. I mean, sure.
Oh wait, is this the next guy? This next guy is your guy.
Oh, D'Amico.
Yep.
Um, yes. So
You're gonna know this way better than I would.
yeah, well, I'm just trying to decide. He's either yes or S tier. I'm just trying to decide if S tier would be too biased. I will say this. I will say this, Devin, and you can probably agree with me there. So he's married. He has kids. I don't know like how many kids, or I actually assume he has kids. I actually don't know that for a fact, but I know he's married, and I'm pretty sure he has kids. But do you want to
Three
know
children.
three? Okay, cool.
He's a
And
Christian.
yeah, do you want to know where he met his wife? According to him, at a Bible study.
Yeah, no, he's S tier. I agree
Yeah,
with
I
you.
think
I
that's
think that's
instant
fine.
instant S tier.
Yeah,
Yes. Obviously
no,
he's the
he
guy too, like he's former linebacker, he'd protect my mother, met his wife at a Bible study, Christian, all that good stuff. Yeah, he is S tier material.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think that's too biased to put him there.
Definitely not biased. We have two other three S tier as Texans and Panthers coaches.
Don't worry, I'm not putting a Bucks player. I don't plan on putting a Bucks tier in S tier.
Now we'll see how eligible Todd Bowles is. We will see.
Yeah, we'll get there. Okay, so next up we have um, Shane Steichen of the what is coach? The
Yeah, Shane
Colts.
Steichen would be the Colts coach. I literally have no opinions. Uh, you know, Shane Steichen. I mean, he is intriguing as a like coach. Shane Steichen. He's 40. So actually that'd be a significant age gap. I mean, I think my mom's 49 to be 50 in August. So that's a 9-year age gap. Uh do
At
you
that age, it doesn't really matter. That's just
yeah, do you have intel about his family? He has a wife and a
he
son.
has a wife and kid and yeah,
Yeah,
a
wife
wife
and I think
and a son
two
and a
son
daughter.
daughter. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I really don't care.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
care.
care either. Where is he here? 1 second. Shane second. There we go. Do not care.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Yep.
All right. Next up, Jacksonville Jaguars, Liam Cohen.
Um. So here's the thing: Liam Cohen had a weird first impression at a press conference, which is honestly similar to what we said about Jonathan Gannon. But the thing about Jonathan Gannon is that, we did decide that didn't really affect him. But the difference with Liam Cohen, first, let me check his age and all that stuff. Yeah, he's
Well, he was
39.
also in the Bucks. He was our offensive coordinator.
Yeah, so like in his opening press conference, and I don't know what the context was, but at some point he's just like, Duval, because like Duval is like the Jags like kind of like war cry like chant, I guess. So and he just did it very poorly. He's like Duval, like you should look it up. It's actually kind of funny.
I'll
Um,
have to check that out.
yeah, it is pretty funny. He's 10 years younger than my mom, which I know doesn't matter, but I would be inclined to say no. Like a pretty soft no. Like I just rather not. It's not I don't have anything against him, but I know he's also former Bucks assistant. So if you wanted to say like yes or don't care, I wouldn't really. Well, okay, if you said yes, I might fight you on that. But if you just want to say don't care, I really.
I mean, I either don't care or no is fine with me. No is fine.
Yeah, I think partly we have to like even it out a little bit. We need to say no
Yeah.
to more coaches. But he has potential to sort of like grow on us. Like if you can show like 2-3 years of just maturity, put your head down, no more Duvals, then
Yeah.
we
Put
can
him a
work
no.
we can work something out.
All right. This next one, this is probably gonna upset a lot of people. We have Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm fighting for S tier.
You are fighting for S tier. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me first find
He's
Andy.
hilarious.
He is hilarious. No, he has the personality. Here is what I am going to say. Um, Actually, we can do that. I'm gonna say I wanted to say no, not for the reasons that y'all probably would think, though. Y'all probably think I would say no because he's like a chief and whatever, he wins too much. My concern is that he's just so big and eats so many cheeseburgers that he's gonna have a heart attack in like 5 years and is not gonna have much longer. That didn't come across funny, did it? Or I don't know. Maybe you're laughing internally.
Your mom will just got all his money. Like, come on. Like,
I
what's the
guess.
bad part of that?
I mean,
No,
sure. I mean,
no,
he seems to be doing. Nah, he seems to be doing fine. He eats a little bit too many cheeseburgers and for my liking, but honestly, he's multiple time Super Bowl champion. If they just dated and got married and like he passed away after like 5-10 years, like that's fine, I guess. But like,
he's hilarious though.
yeah,
Like
I do agree. He
if
has
I wanted someone to be my new dad, he's the guy who I'm like,
he's
he's
unlike some of these
hilarious.
guys like Sean McDermott who have like no personality. Like this guy is like actually like I would say, but yeah, I do agree with you with there.
He's been dealing with like Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelsey, like Travis
Right.
Kelsey getting up and yelling in his face, and he's
Yeah,
just
he's
dumb.
just like
Like he doesn't
standing
care.
there. Yeah, that was a fun
Yeah,
scene.
no,
Yeah.
no, I'm all for it. I think this guy, Andy Reid, S tier, just because of
Yep.
his personality. He just seems like a really fun guy.
Yep. That makes sense.
So that one was the controversial one that was my hot take. I think
Yeah.
that I
All
like
right.
that placement.
Nice.
I'd be willing to put him at the top of S tier, just saying. But
Yeah, I don't really have these order, but sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have Pete Carroll of this
Okay,
of
I
the
was just thinking about him earlier. So I was just thinking about what I was gonna say for him. The thing about Pete Carroll, and I didn't check. Andy Reid might be a similar age, but Pete's like super old. He's 73.
he's older than Andy Reid.
Yeah, Andy Reid is 67, which okay, that's not too much older than Pete, but I mean, he seems like a decent guy actually, and he's still in really good shape despite his age. Um, See, I
It
guess
sounds like he is a really good dude. I
he
will
is a
say.
really good dude. I think just personality wise, I would honestly say yes, based on personality. The
Yes.
thing is like, yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, that's fine. It may not last very long. At some point, he's gonna, he's not getting any younger, but He's still active. He still coaches football, which is amazing. Pete Carroll's the same age as Bill Belichick. I don't know if very many people realize that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think yes is perfectly fine. I
yeah. I
think
think
that
yes is great.
yeah, he deserves a yes there.
Yep.
Now we have, I believe, the one that I was advocating for as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's Jim Harbaugh. Or
Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, and you have him where?
I had him S tier.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, just like we did talk about this earlier, and you did your research, and he has a certain viewpoint which we would agree with, and I think it's safe to say, like, at least my mother would align with. I assume yours would as well. And yeah, I think we just got to put him in S tier. I'm not necessarily. I mean, I don't know how sensitive of a topic it is, but he does have a stance about something that we would agree with, but a lot of people would disagree with. So, we will easily
Yeah.
put him in S tier.
He um he has 7 children.
He has 7 kids.
Yeah.
That's actually all with the
He's
same
been
wife.
married. No, he's been married twice.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. We can look past that. But yeah, uh, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Good for him.
7. But yeah, all right. So next up on our list we have Sean McVay. Uh, he's one of the better looking coaches, honestly.
Yeah, he is better looking. He is still very young. Um,
39.
He's 39, which is again about like a decade younger than my mom. Like there was sorry, I just got something. I don't know. Hot take, maybe. I actually might be inclined to say no. Um there's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way, and I think part of it is that the way he handled the Jared Goff situation was not great. Which honestly, it does kind of like it doesn't really like it's not really great for my point because he did win a Super Bowl with Matthew Stafford, so it's not like he had to, I guess. But like Jared Goff didn't play up to his par, and he basically was just like, yeah, I'm done with you. I'm gonna trade you to the Lions like immediately. I think it was like 10 days after the season, and Jared Goff was quoted in the Netflix documentary saying he wished there was more maturity. So if you have a quarterback your former quarterback saying who is a mature guy himself. Like Jared Goff is like he's not some like, like troll or anything like that. If you have your former quarterback saying that you wish there was more maturity about a trade that you orchestrated, I'd be a little concerned. Not definitely not heck no, but I might be inclined to say no.
All right. Looks wise, I think he's S tier. But personality, like all that stuff, I'm fine with no.
Yeah, he just seems a little too high energy. It feels like if things don't go right, he's gonna be really emotional about it. I'd probably be inclined. I think he's good looking, I agree, but he's fit and everything. But I'd be a little concerned.
All right. We'll go no for him. Next up, we got Mike McDaniel from the Miami Dolphins.
Easy no, if not heck no. Like
Okay.
I do not like. Well, first of all, and this wouldn't have anything to do with it. Real fans of Football for Fun will know, in my opinion, he's the most overrated head coach in the history of the National Football League. Oh my gosh, people are always like, he's the next offensive genius, Mike McDaniel. You have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle to score points. 0 playoff wins, and he goes to sidelines wearing like flip flops and trying to be hip, which is part of my sort of concern with him. Just I don't know, just like Google like what's his name? Mike McDaniel like maybe like hip. What's the keyword I'm looking for that would get the results? Not hip. Like maybe hungover. I mean, you know, here I'm gonna show my stream. Like, you really want this guy, going out with
With
another?
like the glasses. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I
very
think we can go. I think we can go heck no. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I think heck no is a it might be a little bit I don't know, he might be decent. I also okay, I do feel a little bad though now that I do remember I think he's like a former drug or alcohol addict or something like that. So he's a former addict, which I guess it does kind of make me feel bad. But at the same time, you have to be objective. Like if he just acts like if he just acts funny, then like you gotta like judge accordingly. But okay, I have a soft spot. I'll say no. I'll just say just rock solid no.
Okay.
This might get me canceled, but it's okay.
Next we have Kevin O'Connell he's with the Vikings.
Yes. I think Kevin's a pretty solid yes. I mean, I don't really, he's like he's like a tall guy. He is that alpha like aura type. He would protect my mother, everything like that. Former quarterback, former Brady backup back in the day. I think he's a pretty solid yes. I don't see anything wrong with him.
All right. Yeah, 4 kids,
Yeah.
active in a church. Yeah, I have no
Okay,
problem with
nice. Good for him.
that. I have another hot take here. Um,
Okay, let's hear it.
we have Mike Vrabel.
Okay.
He, for me, is probably a heck no.
Okay. Heck no. Okay, I don't necessarily disagree, but I am curious to hear why.
I've got to see a lot of like because I'm still like semi following the Patriots, and his personality rubs me the complete wrong way. I would not want him to be my my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like he just Devin, get to the backyard, do some wind sprint for me. Like yeah, no, I'm good. I'm sorry. That's a heck no.
I'd probably agree with you there. If it were me, I'd probably be inclined to say like just like no or even like don't care. But I think he's like yeah, I mean I think yeah, I think heck no is fine. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. His personality, like I just no, I'm
And I
good.
trust that you've done your research and everything like that. So I that makes sense.
I'm sure he's fine, but how he presents himself, I just don't.
It's certainly not a great impression if you're in the dating
Also,
market.
as for Kevin O'Connell, his birthday is my parents' anniversary. So the last guy. So like for me,
Oh,
that would probably be hard.
that would be a little awkward, wouldn't it be?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like that was my only drawback. But for
Ah,
everything else, like he's fine.
okay. Yeah, I don't even know. I think my parents' birthday or anniversary is like December. I've read the exact date, and I'm honestly impressed that you remember it. But anyway,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
it's 2 days after my birthday, so I
Okay.
remember.
That makes that checks out.
They came home with me
Mm,
on their like second anniversary. I think it was second or third
okay,
anniversary.
nice. Very cool.
So heck no for Mike Vrabel, just because of his personality, in my opinion, and just he seems. I think he's a great coach. I just wouldn't. I'm sure he's a fine person. I just
Sure. Yeah,
don't think I
I think that's a good
would
judgment
present.
call. It would be hard to sort of like sign off on.
Next up, we have the New Orleans Saints coach Kellen Moore, who I know nothing about.
I know nothing about Kellen Moore too. I just know on a football standpoint, Kellen Moore. He was the quarterback
Backup
of
for the Cowboys.
yeah, he was a backup quarterback of the Cowboys. He was kind of viewed for like a while as this like offensive wonderkind who was eventually gonna be like the next Sean McVay as far as like a head coach and things like that. But bounced around like the Chargers and Eagles, I think. And then finally he just randomly got a job with the Saints. Um he is significantly younger. He's 37. Uh I really don't care.
I don't care either.
Yeah. If anything, I might slightly lean no just because he's a little younger, but also like I
Yeah, that's
really
fine. I'm fine with no
with
here.
no yeah
No, no.
just because of it like very soft no like I mean if you show a little bit of
Mhm.
maturity in the coming years or you were a little older or whatever show me some good things like I'd be inclined to be like don't care yes but just no just I want someone a little closer to my mom's age.
Okay. Next, we have Brian DeBole of the Giants.
Brian Dabble.
Oh, yeah, Dave Dabble. Sorry.
Dable, Dabble, something like that. Um, he like
Canadian.
he's Canadian. He's someone on the field. He tends to lose his temper, which now that might be
Thanks
because
for
the Giants lose a lot, but he does not leave a good first impression on me. Um,
I think this one would be a heck no for me too.
yeah, I think he's a pretty solid heck no. He might be a decent guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he might be dad with kids, things like that. But but he's probably pretty
He's
solid
also
no.
coach Al, or did he's the offensive coordinator with Alabama, which for me is even more of a heck no.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, that does check out.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Heck no for me. Next, we got Aaron Glenn of the New York Jets.
Aaron Glenn. Now, you'll find the story fascinating. I don't know. Well, one, I don't know if it's true, but two, I don't know if you're gonna see it as like, oh, that's so noble of him, or that's a little cringe. But he apparently led Bible studies in the Jets locker room. Uh,
I heard about that.
yeah, which is the only like thing I have on him. Like, I mean, otherwise I really don't care. Like, on the one hand, obviously as a Christian, I guess you could see it as a good thing, but on the other hand, it's like a little weird. I really don't care. But if you think that leading a Bible
Yeah.
study is really like a sign of his character, then you could say yes, I guess. But
He was born in Humble, Texas. I mean, that's kind of cool.
yeah, yeah, he was that actually is pretty cool anecdotally.
Yeah. No,
So
he's either a yes or I don't care for me.
yeah, I'd be inclined to say I don't care, but if you really want to say yes, that's totally fine.
That's whichever you prefer. I'm
Okay,
fine with
let's
either.
just we'll even it out. We'll say yes because now the yeses and don't cares are even.
I think I have my next. Heck no.
Okay, who's that?
We got Nick Siriani of the Eagles.
Yeah, we unanimously agree on that. Nick Sirianni is a pretty easy heck no.
Yes, heck no. This is not even a question in my mind.
Right,
It's
not
a
even a
heck no.
question. No.
I think we just move on. Like we even have to talk about this one.
Right, no, not really. I mean, yeah, heck no.
Wait, his brother's also a coach.
Oh,
No, at a college.
okay,
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah, good for him.
Um, yeah, nope. And the next one is also a heck no for me. We got Mike Tomlin from the Steelers
Now, why is he a heck no?
because the Steelers,
And
the Steelers. I can't stand watching the Steelers play.
ah, that's a football thing. As a guy, okay, I don't like. Okay, I will say something does rub me the wrong way about him. Even though
I'm sure he's a fine guy. I'm sure he's a fine guy.
he's a fine
I
guy.
don't know if I want. I just don't know if I want my mom dating a guy from the Steelers.
Yeah. Well, mine is just like he just seems to have like I don't know. There's just something
He's
off.
also he's also older. Like he's 53. My mom is I think 40, 46, 45. So
Yeah.
decent amount older.
I mean, I might be inclined,
Yeah,
maybe not heck no, but I think just
no,
based off vibes, he's a pretty solid no.
yeah, no or heck no for me, pretty easily.
Hmm.
Whichever you prefer. All right, so
Yeah.
after him, we have Kyle Shanahan, 49ers.
Yeah. Um
I think this is one where I don't care, but
I really I'm trying to think cuz something rubs me the wrong way. I'm trying to think if it's just on the football field or just generally. Like he just like doesn't like he kind of seems miserable sometimes and like not really like honestly, I think like there'd be a little part of me like really I don't care, but there is just enough of a side of me to where it's like I'd probably be inclined to just say no. And the reason for that, if I need to justify it to any Niners fans, is that like he just like has this like he just seems like miserable, just like kind of like a just like you know like a tough guy, but also like a little passive aggressive sometimes in my opinion. It just doesn't he doesn't really have like a the personality that I want my mom to be around, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think no is fine for him.
Yeah.
Next we have Seahawks Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Trying to discern between those. Does he have a beard? Like facial hair?
Uh, He doesn't have a big. It doesn't look like he has one. It looks like he's clean shaven.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Like
that's
him
it.
on the left.
Yeah, this guy. Okay, yeah, Mike McDonald. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, he's 38.
this is a. I don't care
I don't
personally.
care either. I mean he's a little good looking, but yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
I really don't care.
He
I know nothing about the guy.
just got married in 2021, and they just had their first son in
Oh,
December
nice.
of 2024. So their son is what, 8 months old,
No, I'm sure my mom wouldn't mind having another, just having to.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I don't care, but I could see
Yeah.
potential
Okay.
there. Yeah,
Looks wise, probably yes. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, who
yeah.
cares? Okay. Now we have if Todd Bowles is thinking, I think he's yes, but not S tier.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd probably agree. I mean, he definitely is a yes. I have seen some of his like interviews and things like that. He does conduct himself very well. He's like very, cheerful and things like that. Very communicative as well. Um,
Yeah, I like him.
yeah, I like him
Seems like
too.
a solid dude.
I
Like everything I've seen about him.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't even argue if you want to put him in S tier, but he is a very solid yes.
For me, yeah, S tier or yes, your choice.
Yeah, let's put him in
But
S tier.
everything else, yeah, that's good. I
Yeah,
think that he seems perfectly fine.
yeah, for sure.
Brian Callahan, the Tennessee Titans.
hmm Um,
I don't know
literally
anything
zero
about him.
opinion. Literally
Yeah.
zero.
Let's see.
This week should be Dan Quinn as the last one.
Yeah. So yeah, don't care. The last one is indeed Dan Quinn. Commanders. This is another one where I'm leaning towards no.
Oh, is there a reason for that, or just vibes?
I just saw the picture of him. He's old. For
Yeah,
anyone who's for my mom, it's like it's been
yeah. He
years.
he kind of does. Like if we're talking about other coaches being good looking, he's kind of on the ugly side. Like show my stream. I'm gonna be very enthusiastic about letting this guy, go out with my mom. So,
I mean,
um,
he sounds like a good dude though.
yeah, I just don't know. He does. I just don't know if I really care, and if not, and it's probably
Yeah.
leans more of a no. So I'm fine with that. We'll get
Yeah.
canceled for judging these coaches by their looks, but so be it. So in S tier, we have Andy Reid, John and Jim Harbaugh, Brian Callahan, D'Amico Ryans, and Todd Bowles. And yes, we have Raheem Morris, Kevin Stefanski, Dan Campbell, Pete Carroll, what's his name, Kevin O'Connell, and Aaron Glenn. And don't care, we have Steichen, McDermott, Zach Taylor, Schottenheimer, LaFleur. Who's the other one that's not Steichen? Gannon. I got Gannon and Steichen mixed up, but former Colts assistants. But anyway, whoever that other McDonald and Callahan. And no, we have Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel, Kellen Moore, Mike Tomlin, Kyle Shanahan, Dan Quinn, and then in Heckno we have Sean Payton, Mike Vrabel, what's his name? Brian Dabble and Nick Siriani. All right. Well,
I think it's a pretty well made list.
yeah, I
I
think
feel like
it's yeah.
overall, I think it's pretty solid. I feel like the one that will get us probably the most backlash is our S tier list, maybe because it's a little bit biased with
Uh huh.
three of our favorite teams, and then Andy Reid is probably controversial, but I think he's hilarious. So
Yes. I mean, Andy Reid can go out with my mom, any time. Hypothetically, of course, we gotta clarify that. But yeah, no, I mean, I think like just like Todd Bowles is just S tier material. D'Amico Ryan's met his wife at a Bible study, so that's an automatic qualifier. And then seems like the Panthers coach is just good looking and has a beautiful family, so can't really complain there.
I think we did a good job. I don't. I think Isaac will mostly agree with us.
I think so. I'll be curious to see like what people think of the list and things like that. Um, but yeah, this is all good stuff. Anything else you want to mention, on Football for Fun while you have the platform before signing off?
Honestly, I mean, to do well.
Oh, sorry, I think I cut out for a second. I just heard do well. Can you repeat that?
I said Daniel and Isaac are two of the coolest I know, and I'm so thankful they had me on. They were two of my, I'd say, closest friends, so I'm very thankful for them, and I hope that they continue to do well with football for fun and chess and everything they do.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for
And
the kind words. Yeah.
if you want to check me out, you can either find me at Devin Tardy on YouTube or Tardy Family on YouTube. Either one of those, if you want to follow me, pretty cool. We appreciate it.
Devin
Yeah,
Tardy,
that's all I got.
Tardy family. I'll assume they can just like look it up or whatever. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Now give him a sub or shout out, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, thank you all so much for watching a bonus episode Football for Fun. Isaac and I will be back with a more normal one at some point this week. Still gotta negotiate that, but yeah, just to anyone who's watching, just have a great rest of your day, and we will see you all for the next one.